Dear students, welcome back to my class. So in my last video, I have discussed what is condensation polymer, what are its uses. So in this video, I will discuss what is copolymerization, as well as I will explain two classes of rubber, like what is natural rubber as well as what is synthetic rubber. So towards the end of this video, I will discuss what biodegradable polymers are and what non-biodegradable polymers are. So let's start the class. So copolymerization. So the copolymerization is actually a polymerization reaction in which a mixture of two different monomers, they actually combines with each other to form a copolymer. So the copolymer, these are actually made not only by this chain growth mechanism but also by step growth mechanism. So for example, I have told like the nylon 6 polymer, which is actually made from hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid. So since here two different types of monomers are used, so the nylon 6 can be termed as copolymer. So similarly, butadiene styrene copolymer, that is known as BUNA-S. So this is actually found by the copolymerization of this 1,3-butadiene and styrene. So since here two different types of monomers are used to have synthesize this butadiene styrene copolymer, so this is actually a copolymerization reaction. So this BUNA-S rubber, so this actually is a very good substitute for natural rubber, and it is used for the manufacture of auto tires as well as cable insulation. So पिलामाने मु कहली कोपोलिमराइजेशन कोन ना कोपोलिमराइजेशन ने दीटा डिफरेंट मोनोमर्स यूज हुए आउ से कोपोलिमराइजेशन दैट मे बी addition polymerization reaction or that may be step growth polymerization. तो पिलामाने ता अर्थ कोन जेमति मु कहितली step growth polymerization बा condensation polymerization रे तमर कोन एग्जांपल देइथिली nylon 6 रो nylon 6 hexamethylene diamine as well as adipic acid रू प्रिपेयर करा जाए बुझिलो सिंस nylon 6 दीटा डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ मोनोमर्स को नै के तयारी तो सेति पई सेटा उटे कोपोलिमर आ एटा को टाइप रो रिएक्शन कहिथिली काइना nylon 6 टा कंडेंसेशन रिएक्शन काना कंडेंस होची hexamethylene diamine as well as तुम्हारा adipic acid ए माने मिसी की n नंबर ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल रिमूव करंती जोटा कि मु रिएक्शन ने कहिथिली तो सेति पई nylon 66 टा होची तमरो उटे कोपोलिमर काहे कि ना आरो दीटा मोनोमर गोटे होची hexamethylene diamine as well as adipic acid और एटा को टाइप रिएक्शन एटा होची कंडेंसेशन पॉलीमराइजेशन तो कोपोलिमराइजेशन कोन ना कोपोलिमराइजेशन अरे दीटा टाइप रो मोनोमर मिसे आ जेहेतु ए स्टेप ग्रोथ रे भी ए नाइलॉन 6 रो प्रिपरेशन पे दीटा मोनोमर मिस दरकार थिला तो सेति पई एटा गुटे कोपोलिमर पिला माने मु कहली नाइलॉन 6 गुटे कोपोलिमर तो सिमिलरली ब्यूटाडाइन स्टाइरेन कोपोलिमर जोटा कि हमें शॉर्ट फॉर्म रे कहउछु BUNA-S एटा भी उटे कोपोलिमर काहे कि ना एठी 1,3-ब्यूटाडाइन आ स्टाइरेन दीटा को मोनोमर मिसुचंते आ BUNA-S रबर दउचन तो ए BUNA-S रबर यूज कहली एटा ऑटो टायर्स रे यूज हुए तमरा फुटवेयर जते सब शू पई से सब कंपोनेंट्स भाबरे यूज हुए आ केबल इंसुलेशन पई यूज हुए ओके तो पिला माने मु कहली द कोपोलिमर दैट कैन बी मेड नॉट ओनली बाय द चेन ग्रोथ पॉलीमराइजेशन बट आल्सो बाय स्टेप ग्रोथ पॉलीमराइजेशन ता माने जोठी तमे पिला माने से एडिशन पॉलीमराइजेशन हो से कंडेंसेशन पॉलीमराइजेशन हो जोठी पॉलीमर दीटा डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ मोनोमर को ने तयारी सेटा सेही टाइप रो पॉलीमर को कहबो कोपोलिमर और सेही टाइप रो पॉलीमराइजेशन रिएक्शन को कहबो कोपोलिमराइजेशन इज इट ओके okay now let us discuss about the two types of rubber that are there, like one is natural rubber and another one is synthetic rubber. Okay, so the first category of rubber is natural rubber, and this is actually found from the bark of this rubber tree. Okay, so this is also termed as elastomer, and this natural rubber actually found from the monomer isoprene. Okay, the structure of isoprene I have given here, just see. So this natural rubber, so this is actually formed by the polymerization of this isoprene, and hence this natural rubber is known as polyisoprene. Okay, so here see, so this is actually very specifically known cis polyisoprene because of its structure. So see here, here the various chains, these are actually held by these weak van der Waals forces. So due to these weak van der Waals forces, you can stretch this polymer, okay, and that is why it has these elastic properties, okay. So this is all about natural rubber, but actually there are some drawbacks or demerits of using this natural rubber, because at a very high temperature it is actually becoming very soft. So, and as well as actually it is very non-resistant to some of the environmental oxidizing agents, okay. So due to that, a new process is carried out to modify this natural rubber, and that process is known as vulcanization. तो पिला माने मु कहली नेचुरल रबर कोन ना, नेचुरल रबर तमर रबर ट्री रु आसे, जोटा कि हमर रबर टा कोड आसे ना, रबर ट्री रो कोन ना ता बार्क रु ए सब रबर एक्सट्रैक्ट करा जाए, ओके, सेटा को रबर लैटेक्स कुआ जाए, बार्क रु जोटा एक्सट्रैक्ट करा जाए, तापर से रबर लैटेक्स टा रु तमर रबर सिंथेसिस करा जाए। तो पिला माने मु कहली रबर रो मोनोमर होची आइसोप्रिन, आउ ता माने रबर को हमें कहउचो पॉली आइसोप्रिन। तो ताकू स्पेसिफिकली कहंती सिस पॉली आइसोप्रिन, काइना तार जो डबल बॉन्डेड जो स्ट्रक्चर अछि तमे देखिबो सेटा सिस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, ओके। तो मु कहली सिस पॉली आइसोप्रिन, एई जो तमको मु स्ट्रक्चर देखैली नेचुरल रबर रो, से माने weak van der Waals interaction ne samane nije attach heichandi, okay. So due to the presence of this weak van der Waals forces, these are actually can be stretched, like, and that is actually the main reason for its elastic properties, okay. So due to this weak van der Waals forces emane elastic properties show karanti, बुझियला। तो मु आउ कहली कि एई नेचुरल रबर रो केतरा ड्रॉबैक्स अछि। फॉर एग्जांपल हाई टेम्परेचर एमने सॉफ्ट हे जानती, ओके, लो टेम्परेचर एमने ब्रिटल हे जानती, as well as एमने कोन जदी तमे एक्सटर्नल किछि लाइक एनवायरमेंटल किछि ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, फॉर एग्जांपल एयर हो या सम स्ट्रॉन्गर ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट हो, as well as some of the weather conditions. So due to those problems, actually एमने कोन, these are not actually they so actually non resistant towards all these harsh condition। मु कोन कहली पिला माने ना बाहर किछि वेदर कंडीशन हो कि सम ऑफ द ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट हो, एमने एक्चुअली ताको रेजिस्ट करि पारंतिनी नेचुरल रबर, ओके। So that is why in modification is required, okay। So मु कहली पिला माने सेथि पई हमें नेचुरल रबर को मॉडिफाई करबा केमिति, केमिकल मॉडिफिकेशन, किछि बॉन्डिंग, किछि एक्सटर्नल कंपाउंड ऐड करी कि हमें नेचुरल रबर को मॉडिफाई करबा, ओके। So to achieve improved elasticities, tensile strength as well as weather resistance, a process of vulcanization is carried out. So this vulcanization is actually a process of heating a mixture of this raw rubber as well as with sulfur, and appropriate additive is also added at a temperature ranging between this 373 to 415 Kelvin, okay. So upon vulcanization, what happens? Due to the addition of the sulfur forms cross links at the reactive sides of these double bonds, and that is actually making this rubber little bit more stiffened, okay. So dear students, what I told that in order to improve its elasticity, its weather resistance, vulcanization करके गोटे प्रोसेस कैरिड हुए। ए vulcanization प्रोसेस रे कोन हुए ना, तमे रॉ रबर नेला, तादरे सल्फर ऐड कला, आ तादरे गोटे एक्स्ट्रा एडिटिव ऐड कला गोटे पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर रे। तो सल्फर कोन करे पिला माने, ए जो डबल बॉन्ड मु देखै दिले बे सिस पॉलीआइसोप्रिन रे बा नेचुरल रबर रे, से डबल बॉन्ड रे कोन हुए सल्फर ऐड हे जान। तो सल्फर एटी क्रॉस लिंक फॉर्म कले। ड्यू टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ दिस क्रॉस लिंक्स, these are the chains of this polyisoprene, they are actually held by this cross linking, sulfur cross linking, and due to this strong covalent bond formation, they becomes more harder, okay. So these are actually this type of cross link polymers, they show extra improved elasticity as well as improved weather resistance, okay. तो पिला माने vulcanization गोटे important process जोठी की तमरा sulfur cross link form करे various chains of this rubber, and due to this vulcanization, the elasticity as well as weather resistance, these are some physical properties of this polymer, these are actually enhanced, okay, understood. So the next is synthetic rubber. So the synthetic rubber, this is actually any vulcanizable rubber and which is capable of getting stretched. It is very easy to understand, okay. So the first type of synthetic rubber which is manufactured in the industry or in the laboratories is neoprene. So neoprene, this is actually a polymer of chloroprene. So this is actually found by the free radical mechanism. I have explained the preparation or the detailed mechanism of this polythene synthesis by the which is actually happening by this free radical mechanism. So the similar to that, here the chloroprene, so these are actually added upon itself, and they polymerize and they form this neoprene. So neoprene is a synthetic rubber, and what are the uses? Due to this superior resistance to vegetable and mineral oil, so it is used actually in the manufacture of conveyor belts or hoses or gaskets. Okay, so पिला माने फर्स्ट कैटेगरी ऑफ सिंथेटिक रबर कोन? नियोप्रीन रो मोनोमर होची क्लोरोप्रीन. तो नियोप्रीन को तमे पॉलीक्लोरोप्रीन भी कहि परिबो. तो एटा फ्री रेडिकल मेकानिज्म रे एटा माने आवर यूजेस कहली ए माने वेजिटेबल हो किबा मिनरल ऑयल्स ए सब ऑयल्स पे भल रेजिस्टेंस हो करंती, सेथि पे ए माने सब जते सारा कुकिंग यूटेंसिल हो जेमति कि कन्वेयर बेल्ट्स हो गैस्केट हो हसेस हो तमे जते सारा यूज करछ किचन रे, सेथि पे एटा यूज होय. ओके, so the second type of synthetic rubber is Buna N. Okay, in my little bit in my previous discussion where I have explained the copolymerization, there I have explained the term Buna S. So Buna S is actually a copolymer of 1,3-butadiene and styrene. A stand for styrene. Okay, so here the term is, this is a Buna N. So it is actually a copolymer of 1,3-butadiene and acrylonitrile. So here the N term is coming from what? Acrylonitrile. Okay, so this Buna N actually obtained by the copolymerization of this 1,3-butadiene and acrylonitrile in the presence of peroxide catalyst, and it is resistant to the action of this petrol, lubricating oils or organic solvents, and that is why these are actually used in making oil seals or tank lining. Okay, so this is the reaction scheme of this Buna N rubber synthesis. So here the 1,3-butadiene and acrylonitrile they polymerize to form this Buna N. तो पिला माने मु कहली Buna N काटू हुए, जेमति Buna S तमर थिला 1,3-butadiene and styrene, सेमति Buna N तमर 1,3-butadiene आउ acrylonitrile लु मिले. Is it okay? Okay, so the next topic is what is biodegradable and what is non-biodegradable polymers. So before starting that, let me tell. So till this, whatever I have discussed, so we have seen that the use of polymer is everywhere. Like polymer is actually very vital in our life, and one cannot imagine the life without the use of polymers. But there are some drawbacks or demerits of using this polymer in our daily life. Like a large number of polymers are there which remain undegraded for a quite a long of time, and due to that actually these are actually not degraded by any microbes. So these are actually causing some of the environmental issues. So in order to overcome that, there are actually some biodegradable polymers that are designed or developed. So here I am explaining the synthesis of PHPB. So it is actually obtained by the copolymerization of this 3-hydroxybutanoic acid and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid, and it is used in specialty packaging, as well as this polymer is actually undergoes this bacterial degradation in the environment. So पिला माने मु कहले there are maximum number of polymers जोटा कि degrade हुए नी, जेमति कि सेमाने सॉइल रे जो माइक्रोब्स थांते सेमाने ताको डिग्रेड करि पारंती नी. तो सेमाने हमरा बहुत सारा पॉल्यूशन करंती, जेमति सॉइल पॉल्यूशन हो या वाटर पॉल्यूशन हो. तो सेही सिचुएशन को ओवरकम करबा पई किछि पॉलीमर्स डिजाइन करा जाय छै जोटा कि माइक्रोब्स जो मान को डिग्रेड करि परिबे. तो दोस टाइप ऑफ पॉलीमर्स आर एक्चुअली नोन एज बायोडिग्रेडेबल पॉलीमर्स. हम एग्जांपल कहली पीएचपीबी जोटा कि तमरा कोपोलिमर्स कहार ना 3-hydroxybutanoic acid and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid. So ए दिटा मोनोमर्स मिसिले ए पीएचपीबी पॉलीमर फॉर्म करंती. आ ये माने this type of polymers undergoes this bacterial degradation, and these are actually used in specialty packaging. Okay, so this is all about today's class. So thank you for hearing me, and see you in the next class. Bye bye.